What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. It is the Champions League final this week. Tottenham against Liverpool in Madrid, in the Atletico Madrid Stadium.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I still can't believe it.
Has it sunk in yet?
No, we've got a Champions League final on Saturday. Final. Anyway, before we get into the predicted lineup, let's get a word from our sponsors quickly.
We have teamed up with the UEFA Champions League official programme and their publications team, European Nights. So secure your Champions League programme by clicking the link in the description below. We'll have amazing prizes with this Champions League programme, so check that out.
They've also given us a semi-finals moments poster signed by Lucas Moura himself and a shirt poster that's signed by Harry Kane, and we're going to be giving those away in a competition soon, so check that out. And there's loads of other great competitions in the link in the description below, so go check out the link in the description and go get your programme today. Now, predicted lineup for the big one. This is the biggest predicted lineup we've ever done on this channel, probably ever do.
Yeah.
A lot of hard choices to choose from here. Really, really tough ones. I'm really undecided.
First things first, let's decide on formation. I'm not having five at the back for this game. No chance.
Agreed. Four at the back has to be. It's the way forward. I think we've proven that in the semi-final and the round before that. That's our best formation, I think.
So obviously Hugo Lloris in goal.
Mm-hmm.
Right back. Now that's already up for debate.
He's going to go for Trippier.
He's going to go for Trippier, but if I was Poch, but what do I know? Let's be honest. I'll go Serge Aurier.
I can see where you're coming from, but he's been injured and he hasn't played much. Is he even fit for this game? I think so.
I mean, he was fit a couple of weeks ago, so there's no reason why he shouldn't be fit for this game.
Yeah, when was the last time he played?
Yeah, that's true, but you can say the same for Harry Kane and Harry Winks.
Yeah, it's also true, but they're more important.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, he's going to go Trippier.
Look, but don't you have nightmares of Trippier coming up against Salah, Mane, Firmino? Don't you have nightmares of Trippier coming up against Salah and Mane? And you know what I mean?
Look, he kept Sterling quiet in that one leg.
Yeah, but you're talking about one game, and the main reason why he kept him quiet was mainly down to Sissoko, wasn't it?
And Sissoko's going to be playing.
Sissoko will be playing, but
I don't know. It's a tough one. I think. Look, he is going to go for Trippier, whether we like it or not.
Let the fans decide. Who do you think the right back should be? I want Aurier.
I think it'll be Trippier.
Who do you want though?
I think Trippier just shades it.
Okay.
Just. Even though, and everyone knows I'm not a massive fan of his, but I think he deserves to play in the final.
Could be his last game for Spurs as well.
Could be off to Napoli after this.
Centre back's picks itself.
Yeah, and Toby. That's pretty simple. Usually does it.
Left back Danny Rose, that also picks itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that, even though Davis has played quite well recently,
yeah.
Rose has got to come in. He's been brilliant, hasn't he? In the last couple of months, he's been excellent. Probably one of our best players.
I agree. And the two centre mids. Sissoko, definitely. Yeah. That's a definite.
Who's next to Sissoko? It's a big shout because
what are the options?
Obviously, Harry Winks is now fit,
yeah.
So whether he slots straight back in, I think Wanyama, obviously he's also there. He could be another destroyer, but I think he hasn't performed so great against Ajax and City, so I think that kind of rules him.
Well, he had a good first leg against City, Wanyama, I thought.
Yeah, well, he only played 5 minutes.
That's true.
So
no, sorry, it was in the Premier League game. He had a good game, I thought.
Yeah,
that was
that's
the
true.
Game. Yeah.
So whether Wanyama plays, I don't think he will. I think it's between either, because it's more complicated than just is it Winks or someone else, because Moura and Kane are also involved in this selection process.
Yeah, of course, and they dropped Dele back there a couple of times.
That's what I'm saying. Do you drop Dele back and then fit in Lucas?
I don't want to see Dele back there. He plays his best football when he's further up the pitch.
Yeah,
I've said it countless times.
Second half against Ajax, we played with Sissoko sitting, Eriksen and Dele in a 3 with Son, Lucas and Llorente up front. That's how we went in the second half against Ajax. Could we go something similar to this game? Or will we put Winks? But Winks is so important to have him play.
Winks has to play, and I remember when he was out injured last time. When he came back, he hit the ground running, and he was sensational when he came back. He didn't need time to bed in. And I know this is a Champions League final; it's not just another league game. But for me, Winks takes a spot.
All right, we'll put Winks and Sissoko in there. However, that causes more problems going forward, and we'll explain why. So Winks and Sissoko in the centre.
So let's go for the 3 behind the striker.
So then,
Sonny, 100%.
So Son has to start.
Dele
has to
Eriksen.
start. They all have to, yeah. Those 3 have to start.
Yeah.
So then you've got a decision up front.
Then it's one or the other, Kane or Lucas. I think Poch is going to play Kane, and the reason being is that You know, if you're struggling for a goal, half an hour to go, for tiring legs, what better player than Lucas Moura to bring on? You know, speedster coming on with half an hour to go, the weary legs of Liverpool, as opposed to when Kane comes on the last half an hour, he doesn't have that speed that Lucas Moura has.
Yeah, but Kane can pin himself back into the centre backs even if they're tiring. I think both could be great options off the bench.
Yeah,
it's just such a hard decision because Lucas got us into the final. So that hat trick in Amsterdam. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but it's a great selection headache to have. It really is. You know, you're
will he
talking
do?
about hat trick hero in the semi-finals in Lucas Moura, or Harry Kane, one of the best strikers in the world.
Then the thing is, if you play both, you kind of have to drop Winks. So do you not play Winks instead? And do you
No, you play Winks. I think it's a toss-up between Kane and Moura for me. But like I said, it's an amazing selection headache to have, because then when you've looked at our previous Champions League games against Ajax and Man City, we had no one to bring off.
I don't think he's going to go for 4-2-3-1. I do think it'll be more as we've done recently, that diamond formation in the centre. I thought it was more of a 4-3-1-2. Two up top.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Son and Kane, I think, with 3 of Sissoko, Winks. And so 4 of Sissoko, Winks, Ericsson, Dele, with Dele and Ericsson swapping who's the furthest forward probably.
So who's it for you, Kane or Moura?
I change my mind every day.
Yeah,
I really do.
Me too,
I change my mind every day.
Me too, to be fair.
If Kane is 100% fit, I can't look past him. I really can't. If he really is fit and firing, I have my doubts. I do have my doubts whether he's going to be 100%. And I do feel like if we're chasing a goal and we have Kane to bring on, that could really give the team a lift.
Yeah, but you could say the same for Lucas Moura as well, because that pace in behind. Well, not in behind, but that pace. But
then you could argue, have Son and Lucas up front from the start, get them running in behind Liverpool every opportunity. We know how their fullbacks like to charge forward, get them into the open spaces, and get them running back in the other direction. Not only that, it will tire them out, and then Kane can exploit those tired legs. And everyone knows that you have to be on Kane 100% at all times, because once he gets a shot off, he's got a good chance of scoring.
And that opens up space for the others.
Exactly. So it's a really difficult one. But if he is 100% fit, he is our best striker, and he does offer something different. He offers a hold-up play. We'll have that pace with Son up front anyway. So do we need the dual pace up front to have that threat? It's a massive question.
And also, when you look at it as well, it's like every time Kane has come back from injury, he's looked a bit sluggish the first few games. But he gets those goals.
He does score. He has a good record when he comes back from injury. People argue he doesn't play well, but he gets goals. So again,
I don't care if he plays again in this Champions League final, doesn't play well, and comes up with a goal or two. Doesn't matter, does it?
Man, I do. Poch has a massive decision. Am I going Kane or am I going Lucas? I'm going to go for. I feel so bad leaving Lucas out.
Yeah, but
I feel really bad leaving Lucas out.
Even if you're on the bench in this game, you're still going to have a big part to play in the game.
I'm going to go for Kane.
Yeah,
I'm going to go for Kane.
Since this selection headache's been a question, I've always said Lucas Moura. Today is the first day where I've actually thought
only seeing the pictures of Kane training everything, it really gives me that feeling that
and also he said he's 100% ready and blah blah blah, but look, Harry Kane, this is the biggest game. Well, it's not just the biggest game of his career, it's the biggest game of all of their careers.
I do kind of want him leading the team out.
That's what I'm saying.
You kind of want him captaining the team, you want him to be that leader, even though Hugo's going to be the one leading anyway. But yeah, you kind of want him in that role. But I agree. I've been the same. I've always said recently I think Lucas should be the one starting, but maybe I underestimated how quickly Kane was going to heal, because he looks like he's healed pretty quickly.
He always heals quickly, doesn't he?
Do I want Kane? Yeah, I think we're going to have to go for Kane.
Well, let's go for Kane. Well, there you have it. That's our predicted lineup.
Let us know in the comments below, Lucas or Kane, or even would you drop Winks? Would you play Dele Alli a bit further back and put Lucas up front? Do you think Lucas more than deserves his chance to start the final after his heroics in the semi-final? Do you think maybe even Son should be dropped, seeing maybe recently he hasn't been as good as he has been?
You can't drop Son, especially for the quarter-final heroics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you can't drop Son for the quarters, you can't drop Lucas for the semis.
That's true, but Son's been doing it all season, hasn't he? Player of the year.
Yeah, it's true. He's been our player of the year. But sometimes you've got to be ruthless in the final. I remember once United played in the final against Barcelona. Berbatov finished top goal scorer in the league. He got the golden boot, and Ferguson left him out of the squad.
And what happened
for the
in that
final? They lost. To Barcelona. They lost.
There you go.
However, but still, it just shows you that these kind of things, managers have to make tough choices, and if Ferguson can leave out a golden boot in a game like that, it just shows you how ruthless managers can be. So it's going to be hard on whoever Poch leaves out. I feel like Lucas deserves it more, but Kane, I kind of feel like we need Kane more.
Well, it's harsh to say Kane doesn't deserve it because, you know, he's put in 25 to 30 goal season for the past 3 seasons.
But you know, we've got past the last 3 rounds without him.
I agree. I hear what you're saying, but both players have a case of deserving. You're talking about Kane dying to win a trophy with this club. You know, he's been at the spearhead of our attack pretty much since Pochettino has come. And he's been our go-to man. He's been our hero. He's been our iconic figure up there.
In terms of how we're going to play, do you think it makes too much of a difference if we go for Kane or Lucas in terms of how effective we're going to be?
Yeah, I think Lucas, in terms of our gameplay, Lucas has to play just because we're going to need to kind of defend from the front and we're going to have to press high up the pitch from very early on. And what better player than Lucas Moura and Son to have those 2 players there? But having said that, Kane can also do it. Kane is also very rough in his play and can really press the front. So I'm lost. I really don't know. I'm going to leave it up to Pochettino. I trust his decision 100%.
Yeah, listen, as Pochettino said in his press conference, he is with the players 12 hours a day. So literally he is the best man for the job in terms of choosing who's going to be in our starting 11. I think the really good thing about about first of all the game coming 3 weeks after the end of the season is Lamella's now on the bench. Llorente, we're going to have him playing. Yeah. One of Kane or Lucas is going to be on the bench. So we have a lot of options there. We actually if we're chasing the game, there's options there to bring on and maybe, you know, change it up a bit, which is really good. We haven't had that most of the time this season, and when we have had it, it's actually we've had really good results. When we've had a big squad and everyone's been fit, the results have been there. So that's a real big positive going into the final.
Well, like I said, it's a great selection headache for Poch to have. But anyway, comment below what you think the lineup's going to be. Comment below all the selection headaches, the Winks, Kane, Lucas. Let us know what you think. And as always,
COYS Spurs!